What's up everyone, it's Joey, Plus Response, and today we're checking out the Teenage Engineering OPXY. Before we get started, I have a big announcement. My new album, Ego Death, is up for pre-order now on Artifact Records Bandcamp. It's available on CD and digital, and there's a new shirt to go with it, and it also has a collaboration with Headless Horseman, one of my favorite artists. The first track, Ego Death, is out now, and more to come soon. 12 tracks in total, coming October 10th. So, check it out. The pre-order link is in the pinned comment video description and here as well. Now, let's get right into it. All right, so we've got the OPXY here. Teenage Engineering sent me this a while back and I've been using it and I've had good experiences with it and bad experiences with it. Let's talk about it. The first thing that needs to be addressed is sampling and sample import. Sampling into it is fine. Sample import is completely fucking broken. No way around it. They say, I'm on a Mac, by the way, it might be different on Windows, but I don't have Windows. But they say you need to download an app called Field Kit, which if you try to open the app on its own, it just crashes, it won't open. And then the way I found to get it to work is you press COM, you have to plug it in through USB, and then you press COM and then you press 4. And then when you do that, it seems like the app auto pops up, but what you get is a Finder window. And in that Finder window, you can go into the user sample folder and copy samples. So it took me forever to even get that to happen, like multiple attempts on multiple days. It seemed like it didn't work 90% of the time. So the one day it did, which is today, I tried to drop in a ton of samples and failed multiple times. And then even though they all seemed to copy in the end, only a certain amount of them would even work within the device. And then seemingly like all of, or almost all of the internal samples, including the factory ones, got deleted from the OPXY. So I had to do a factory reset on it while trying to film this review because it just is fucked. And this thing costs $2.5 grand, so that should not be happening. The sample import should be flawless. It should give me a back massage while I'm importing them. Like, this should be amazing at this price point. I'm super disappointed by that. It's completely unacceptable in my book. Now, with that all said, there's another thing which I notice happens to some USB devices, and it happens on this one. I just plugged into USB on the computer. You can hear this noise. Again, that's not cool. This thing costs $2.5 grand. This happens on the Push 3 and happens on a lot of USB devices in general that I've seen they use USB-C. You get this kind of noise. I don't know what it's about, but it costs $2.5 grand, so they should spend the time to figure it out. It also happened on the OP1 back in the day. So the original plastic OP1, which is much cheaper. And back in the day when I had that, I let it slide because I was like, they're a new company, like, you know, they're figuring stuff out. So it's gonna be a little messed up the first time around. But now we're over 10 years later. Come on, guys. Keeping that in mind, if you plug it into regular USB power, it's actually totally fine. Like here it is for my phone charger, no noise. So I don't know why that happens. I'm not, you know, this is out of my domain, but it shouldn't happen. And they got to figure it out. I mean, it's probably a hardware thing, so I don't know if they need to put in some ground loop isolation circuitry in there on the next run, but fucking figure it out, guys. All right, so putting in drum sequence. Simple enough. You can also live record. You get the idea. It's got this really cool shit called step components. So basically you can press shift, pick a step, and then you click here and it tells you what it's doing. Portamento, and the amount is set by these numbers. Of course, with drums, you can't really do that. So we'll do it again. Random steps, 1 octave. And you see it's like random sample selection. So that step components thing is really interesting, really cool. It's like parameter locking on the Electron. Let me go to one of the synth engines. And it's got like a bunch of synth engines. I think some of them are really cool and some of them are not. I want to talk about the wavetable because that's my favorite one. Got some filtering going on. So back to this. Different wavetables. and they sound good. You got filter and amp envelopes, you have LFOs, and they do the job. Simple. So we'll put a step component on that. Put a random. And you see every time it's playing, it's changing the note. And we'll do another step component there. You got this mixer page, and you have this cool sidechain shit. I wonder why the OP1 engines are not in here, because the OP1 synth engines are actually really good. So it seems like a bit of an oversight. And there's a lot of paging, but I let this slide because this is the most portable device ever. Like, I took it to London because I wanted to learn it while I was on a vacation with my family, and it was the only thing I took, and because it fit right in my backpack, it was so tiny. Like, look at the Yamaha Seek track here. It's much bigger. So the Seek track is way bigger, way less portable, but also way cheaper, and the Seek track's also great. I really like that thing. But let me tell you, I took this to London and I jammed with Igor Cavallera there, and I only used this and his Somatera, and both, one for each jam we did, because we did a couple. So I only used this on one of them, and it really took the jam to the next level, and I was so happy with it in that moment. And I was like, wow, this thing's actually amazing. But they need to sort out some issues. So first off, things I like. The clipper shit is awesome. I'm adding another drum track. And then you also have different effect sense. Like what you can pick here. Chorus, delay, disc, lo-fi, phaser, and reverb. And they sound great. So these are great effects, but again, the OP1 has a lot more effects. Why aren't they in here? Put all that shit in here, guys. And there's a lot of paging. But I'm getting used to it. And I do find that I often hit the wrong button, but that's more about the size and that I'm a little careless. But you can get some crazy shit out of this. Like, that sounds weird as fuck in a good way. You combine that with the EQ and the clipper. So it's like an aggressive sounding machine. Actually kind of crazy. And again, it's easy to hit the wrong button. I keep doing it right now. Yes. And then you're in fucking rhythmic noise territory. So, this is where it really impressed me, and this is where it worked for me in the jam with Igor. I was like, man, this came together in such a cool fucking way, and we made some awesome music. And so I was really happy with it. Now I want to talk about the other shit. So we'll stay a little slow for now. We're gonna actually turn down the distortion again. We'll put a step component on that. And then it's like a generative pad. So, I think the step component stuff is pretty next level. Because you hear how it's affecting the pad. And that's just a preset pad again because the sample import is broken. They need to fucking fix that so I can put my own sounds in there. But anyway, now I want to talk about my favorite feature. Or wait, no. Let me walk that back a little. Let me go to the mixer page. I'm gonna mute everything except my pad. Now we're gonna talk about the brain. So the brain is like a smart transposition you can use on your whole sequence. Or maybe this isn't the right track to do it on. Back to the mixer page. Alright, so we got that. Now I go to the brain. It will automatically transpose everything. And I can assign that to a step. So you can use it to get weird variation too. So that's one thing you could do to change it up. We'll do it on track 8 too. So you can just get wild with that, but we're gonna remove that. Because now I want to talk about the most exciting feature for me. And the feature that I think is next level. And that's this punching effects. To me, this is the wild, crazy shit. So first off, these two buttons mute. But then this is like a live sequence remixing glitch loop type thing. Let me show you what I mean. By the way, this display is incredible. Yes. Isn't that wild? And this octave here is for the drums, and this octave here is for the melodic stuff. And when you're just playing most of them, and of course, it's the same effect every time, but you mix and match. And you can even do that here. And sequence that in. And you can see the sequence is totally fucked now. Now, extrapolate that. Yes! Now we're getting wild. Change the effect up. Yes. Oh. Isn't that insane? So that's just next level, like that is crazy. And you can do it all the time. See what I mean? So it bums me out that like fucking wild, huh? Yes! Oh. See, that's so much fun, like, that is so cool. So, come on! Like, I feel like that is almost worth the price of entry. Like, if Electron had that feature, they could sell a sequencer that had that for $1,000 at least. Just that fully featured sequencer with that. You know? Like, what even? And record it. Oh. Mixer page. And it's got this auto sidechain thing. And the EQ, I love the EQ. Fucking blistering! Now where the fuck even are we? Now it's in a completely different place. I love that. I love this. And you can clear them all out. That's all just off that 16 bar loop. Like, fucking incredible. It's blowing my mind. And then keep in mind, that also works with MIDI. You can have it do that all with a MIDI sequence. And then transpose with the brain. So I think I rest my case with that. OPXY. Ooh, it attacked me. Okay. So look, the sequencer in this device is fucking crazy. I really love the step components. I love the punching effects. I love the brain. All of those features to evolve your sequence and keep it moving are really next level and not really in anything else that I've seen. Maybe they are in something. If you've seen it, tell me, but I'm really impressed with that. However, the sample import being completely broken for a Mac user, I can't speak for Windows, but it doesn't work on Mac, and I literally had to factory reset my device today. The only ever time I got it to even upload samples, they didn't upload correctly, and it like somehow the memory malfunctioned and I had to factory reset. So that's unacceptable. It cost $2.5 grand. They sent it to me, so I'm even more annoyed because it's like, dude, come on. If someone bought this, if I bought it, I'd be fucking pissed about that. So they need to fix that, absolutely. I also think like, okay, it's the OP1 and the OPXY and they don't want to cannibalize their devices, but they have this amazing sequencing engine, but I feel that the synth engines are lacking. The one I really like is the Wavetable, and I think the other ones are like kind of okay. It's just like they're very basic. I think the filters sound great. There's cool modulation available, which I didn't even get into because I really wanted to show off my favorite feature, which is the sequencer. But overall, the synth engines are lukewarm. They need to step that up and they need to fix the sample import. Come on, guys. This costs $2.5 grand. Make it fucking work. Samples of this jam are going to be up on my Patreon as always. If you want to support me, check out my new album, Ego Death. It's up for pre-order now. Check me out playing synths with Frontline Assembly on our tour in the US upcoming next month. I'll see you on the road. Like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. Sign up for DistroKid. Buy gear from the affiliate links. And I will catch you next time. Peace out.